All right. All right. Good evening. Good evening. Back. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mary Beth of the Parenting Through Mentorship Academy and PTM. Those impromptu. How are you guys doing? How has your week been? How was Tuesday for you? I hope you had a great day wherever you were today. All right. What's Okay, so this is me checking up on you. Um, see me. You see me on Facebook, on my profile, in the group. All right. I just got home with my children a couple of minutes ago. We had practice, right from school, and we got in. My 7-year old dragged her bag and went study table and started to work on her homework. And I'm like, okay, right. So it's one of those days that the kids, come back in school from morning till 2. After that, it was swimming classes, and then of course it was taekwondo. So Tuesday happens to be that one day thoroughly busy. Okay, so if it wasn't for she would be at home and playing for about 2 hours, you know. Recently, that my 7-year old actually gets to play for about 2 hours every. Like, how can you get a child, a 7-year old, to play for 2? Doesn't she have other things to do and all of that? However, let's don't do lessons. So yes, we understand that play is very, very important. We are creative. We play because we understand that. We play because we understand that the language movement. Children need to move if they are going to learn. Okay, if children have, and imagine how thrilled I have been this term since school started, opening the doors for the children to play from the usual break time they will have at the end of school. At the end of school, they just big, the large playground to just knock themselves out. That is, it's not just the children in the elementary, it's also the kids in secondary school. So I come in and I'm children who are in secondary school. You have, excuse me, someone, children who are 13 and 14, 15-year-old playing around with reckless. One of the best things for me, one of the best sights, when I go back to school, when I go to pick the school, and in many schools and in many situations, the children get, everybody is assuming that they don't need to play. The children get older and everybody's, because they are now in secondary school. So there is no plan made for all the children are doing in school is work, 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 copy notes, write notes, one lesson, exam and all of that, we keep missing the point. Okay, and so that's why we created the experience course. We created that course because we understand that there is the place of stimulation in. Many times we wake up as parents and our children are a lot older, and you find out we are jumping from one place to the other, moving them from one lesson teacher after the other, because we have reached the point where it has become an intervention. Okay, it has become an intervention. So everyone, because all of a sudden your child cannot learn on their own. All of a sudden your child is not willing to learn on their own. So somewhere at the back of our minds, we keep selling this narrative and having these conversations like I mean, I can't. I've heard a lot of people say I can't do anything with them on my own, so I don't have to wahala, I just bring in the lesson teachers. Now these are people with kids, these are children who are, who are 10 and 12 and 13 and 14, and we are still bringing this point. Children get to this point and they cannot bring themselves to study on their own. It already tells us that there is a problem. There is a problem in our system, and there's have created in these children, or that we have helped these children develop over time. So every time we talk about helping your children develop habits that they can use, or habits that they can use to create, to build on skills. Because if you introduce the right kind of habits in your children early in their life, these children will take these habits and they can transform these habits, okay, into the skills that they need. And you stop with your 2-year-old, and then you sit down with your 2-year-old, you read to your 2-year-old. Where you sit with your 2-year-old, you have a station, or you have a particular place. You sit with your 2-year-old at a particular time and you read aloud to you, building language, developing language, listening skills, comprehension skills, and all of that. Your 2-year-old is doing this, some sort of a routine or a habit that you have introduced in your environment. As the child continues with this practice, as you continue with this practice, what you have done is you have programmed the child right habits. And as the child grows with you being consistent over the months and over the years, this becomes a normal for your child. In year 2, by the time your child is 7 years old, you would realize that it is not a problem to get your child to sit down at a particular time and read a book. As the child grows older, you will realize, just out of this habit, your child is able to sit down on their own, focus for 30 minutes, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 40 minutes doing their homework. Now, because you have cultivated this habit, you have helped, you have done this through the simple thing, something as simple as reading aloud to the child at a particular time regularly, okay, and then creating the ambience right in your home, that's the ambience in your home that says learning is a normal thing to do. You realize that by the time your child is 10 and 12, this child does not have a problem focus, quietening everything around them and studying their books studying for. Realize it is the kind of environment that you create in your home. It's the type of environment that you create in your home that will help you raise the And I want to believe that you, I mean, every parent wants children who are who enjoy learning, children who want to learn. And when I talk about learning, I'm not talking about just learning. Child who is a learner, I mean, and wants to learn about the universe, wants to learn about the things around them, learn about anything and everything. That's what you do to your child or for your child when you raise. And how do you do this? It's by the kind of environment, how stimulating the environment that you have created in your home is. It's the kind of stimulation that you give your child, especially early in their lives, that would determine the kind of learners child, or how your child will receive learning as a skill. So when you see parents jumping around up and down, let's number, bring this teacher, bring that teacher, move them from this school, move them to the next school. Oh, this school is not good, that school is not good. It's because we don't stop and evaluate our system. We don't stop and review what we've done with our children over the years. If we stop and review, we would. As parents, we are the ones who put the stumbling block on our children's journey. We're the ones who put the stumbling block because of our ignorance of the things we have put together. The call, accelerate your child's learning experience. In this course, we are going to be helping parents understand their children as learners. We're going to help you understand your child as a learner, understand the kind of ways that your child will learn best, understand the ambience, create the right environment. Okay, we will direct you to create the kind of environment in your home that will stimulate learning in your home. We will move on to help you understand why your children do the things that they do. And so we would also give you the kind of things that you need in your environment that it's a course that every parent of a toddler should take. Every parent of a young child should take. Every parent of a matter of fact, there are one or two lessons for you, even if you're a parent of a teenager. What are we trying to do? We're trying to help in your home that will call or invite a lover of learning. Because if you can raise, I don't think there is any, I don't think there's a better heritage than for you to raise a child who enjoys learning, who wants opportunity, or who takes on every learning opportunity that they see. We have just 2 on the 20th of October. That's only 2 days from now. You can still jump in and you will see the number that is crawling. Just pay into that. All right, or you can just check the link at the end of this video so that you can join and be a part of, will transform your parenting journey, especially child, and how to create the right environment in your home. All right, so you have about 48 hours of this amazing opportunity. I always like to ask, have you thought about it? That thing that you would say tomorrow, that hey, I am here today, is the opportunity to do this. There is no heritage that you can give your making your child a love. Your child will learn everything. Child to learn about beliefs, to be really willing to learn all kinds of things. Can do for them is to raise them to enjoy learning. Then you can go become a student of life, and he can learn. And when people learn and they have knowledge, then navigate the world. It's about knowledge, it's about skills, and of course, get the skills that you need to thrive, isn't it? All right, so thank you very much. If you'd like to be a part of that course, the information that is scrolling and get the information, or just click the link. Join us in the Accelerate Your Child's. All right, my name is Maribai Chima, and have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye.